In the previous module, we discussed how you'll start to plan out the structure for your new Civil Air Patrol website. So we've given it a little more thought and we've come up with our 5 areas that we want on our top header navigation bar. We have About, News, Join, Events, and Members. We decided to move the 3 program areas, Emergency Services, Cadet Programs, and Aerospace Educations, to content blocks 2, 3, and 4 a little bit further down on our website. So now that we know what our structure is, we can start building out the menu and pages for our site. Now, before you can build the menu, you must build the pages. So we're going to come over to our website. I'm just going to grab my About. And I'm going to add a new page. We're going to call this the About page. We have to choose what type of page it is. Vast majority of you will be using static pages for all of your pages. We're going to choose static. I don't need to do anything with navigation or page content for now. Later on, we'll come back in and fill the content that we want to appear on this page. But for now, since we're just building the menu structure out, we can leave this blank. If I wanted to save this page for later without publishing it, I could just click Save, and then someone else could come in and review it after me. Since I'm just building the menu, I'm going to click Save and Publish, and it will automatically push that live. Now, no one can see this page since there is no navigation bar on the site yet. Now, if you did have the exact address, URL address, it would come up. So I got my About page. Next is News. Again, going to be a static page. We'll save and publish. Join. And when you have pre-mapped out your website, this process becomes very easy because I'm literally just copy-pasting from my list of my main navigation bar pages. Now, if we need to change something later, we can always adjust the page and the menu bar. So I'm going to grab these. And Members, again, a static page. So save and publish. So I've now built out my 5 pages that will be my kind of top header pages. But nothing has happened yet. They're not actually going to show up in the menu bar yet until I come over to Website Menus on the left-hand side of the screen. So within Website Menus, right now we're working with the header menu. That's that blue bar on the top of the page. So I'm going to click on the header, and I'm going to click Add New Menu Item. First thing I'm going to do, click the little link sign, and I'm going to choose About. And I'm going to give it the same name. I can choose if it opens in the same window or not, and is this going to be a drop-down? So we'll say About, Add New Menu Item. Click the little link icon. That way I don't have to memorize URLs or have the chance to misconfigure something. I like doing the URL first before the name. That way I make sure it matches up and I'm spelling everything correctly. And we got 2 more to go, so we'll grab Events. And our final one will be the Members. Now I'm going to hit Save. And my menu's all set. Now if I wanted to change the order, I can just simply drag and drop these. But I'm pretty happy with the order. About, News, Join, Events, and Members. Now I'm not worrying about anything in the drop down at this point. We're just worrying about building the page out. So I'm going to come back to website pages, and I'm going to now pull up my main website. Now we see there's a test that I did earlier that's still stuck in here. So if I do Control F5 on my PC to do a hard refresh, it will now refresh that page, basically clearing out that cache data in my browser. And it gives me my 5 pages: about, news, join, events, and members. Now, if I want to add drop downs, I can now start doing so by coming back to my dashboard, website pages. We're going to work under the About section. And I'm going to click New Child Page. So I'm going to hover over the new page icon, but I need to do it for the page I want to add a page under. So New Child Page. I'm going to come back to my info, and I'm going to grab our history. Static. Again, I'm just going to leave everything as is. I'm not going to do any other configuration yet. We'll grab Great Lakes Region Staff. And if I wanted to shorten it up, I could do GLR. And we'll do a save and publish, actually. You could do save. I'm a fan of save and publish since it's going to save me some time at this point. We'll do another new page. We'll grab our GLR commander. Again, I want to adjust the alias. And the alias gets a little funky. It takes a second to check, so you always have to, I like deleting it out. It'll do its check. And then let's add our last two. We're going to do a page on cadet protection and then a page on giving under the About section. And then our final page would be giving. So I'm just copy pasting this from my list that I created beforehand. Go ahead, add a new child page. And we're going to go ahead and save and publish. There we go. So now if I come back to my website, we see nothing's changed. If I do just a refresh, it may or may not change. Did not in this case. If I do Control F5 on my PC, we now see that we have our drop down with the respective pages. Now, these pages are going to be blank. It automatically builds the side navigation for me, and I'm able to start adding content to the page. In the next module, we'll be taking a look at how we can create links as part of the drop-down menus that take you to a different website, such as redirecting you to cap.news, to a Google Calendar or Google Form, wherever you want to redirect your users off to. We'll see that in the next video.